What if we experience our events through the eyes of the people walking through our gates and into our spaces? At the Bosworth Medieval Festival, some of our most important visitors were invited to do exactly that. We wanted their honest feedback, to understand what it feels like as a first-time visitor. To do this, we recruited a community board, met with them before, during and after the event, and gave them a free weekend pass. We invited 20 people who might not usually attend our events for many different reasons. We were looking for insight into their expectations, the accessibility, value for money, inclusiveness, engagement and communication. Diversity, access and inclusion are words that really mean something to us. They are commitments written into our access policy, and we are committed to addressing the barriers people face.
Well, we came here as part of the community board, which is led by Esther, and so we were invited here to just observe and give our feedback about the event festival today. As soon as we walked in, lovely, atmosphere, welcoming people, and about half an hour into the day, we really felt that this is lovely. We were actually thinking, shall we come again tomorrow for breakfast? But we've been just going and talking to lots of people who are doing enactment and so on, and listening to their stories and who they are trying to be, and looking at the texture, the fabrics, and exactly how they are building all those things. And it's all so much real, as say for acting, as one of them was explaining, you would be using other materials which are not actually authentic. So these are some of the things that we found that it was really, really interesting, learning to some of the knitting and weaving and all those things going on. But unfortunately, we felt that really, as Esther did say in our meeting as well, one day really isn't enough. I think we've probably just done about 10 or 20% of the actual festival. I think we need to be a bit more prepared next time and plan it. I think we just got this attraction now that we want to come again and again and really learn about English history, because we never learnt English history, and it's fascinating. I love history, and we all do here. So it's just making you understand how all these events took place and where we are today, and connecting to history and communities living around here.
Many of our community board were surprised by the scale of the Bosworth Medieval Festival, by how smoothly it ran, by how generous people were with their knowledge. Families told us the children made beautiful memories. One parent said, "I probably wouldn't have come because of the cost, in case the kids didn't like it. But now they've been once, I would pay for it." Another shared, "I didn't think there would be others from my community, but I felt more welcomed than I expected." Value for money matters, but feeling welcome is what turns a first visit into a return visit. Some of the main issues raised included hands-on engagement for children, clearer communication before arrival, visible inclusion, and accessibility for people living with disabilities. The community panel documented everything through notes, drawings, photos and film before coming together in discussion. They weren't just visitors, they were critical friends.
Hi, my name is Lee, and today I've been working with the Council of Leicestershire to work on a project of giving our opinions and sort of to improve at the Bosworth Spatterfields, a entertainment thing really. And it's been my role today to look around and to see what's happened, and I've just been kind of engrossed in the atmosphere with actors all around me and stuff, and as I'm very good at, I've been judging people and I've been seeing what they've been doing, and it has been a fun day. I have really enjoyed it, and I think now that I've got all this feedback, I've had set questions to look at and to just judge how everything's been going, and now I'm going to feed back to the council, and we're going to all talk about it and see how we can improve this entertainment and see what we can do better next time to improve the experience for everyone.
This work gives us real insight into our communities and the barriers they face. It's made our site better. It's made our team better. Our offer is richer because our local communities are involved. We're not just collecting feedback, we're building relationships that continue to grow each year, and that's incredibly valuable to us.
Hi, I came last year to Bosworthfield Heritage Centre, and I want to talk a little bit about the changes that I've seen in terms of the way the event is organised. And I've noticed that it's a lot more friendly and people are more welcoming. The notices that we made, recommendations have been acted upon, and generally there's a much more feel of people at ease in terms of welcoming people from diverse backgrounds. And I think that it's been a major improvement in terms of welcoming other people, and I'll definitely give a thumbs up to all the recommendations that have been made by the team.
The Community Board has provided some of Bosworth's most useful feedback, directly informing programming, marketing, pricing and access decisions. This insight will shape future festivals, how we engage more diverse audiences, how we implement zero tolerance of racism, how we ensure heritage feels relevant and accessible to everyone. People joined the board to learn about history, to meet new people, to see things from new perspectives, to give their children new experiences, to break down barriers and be visible. Audience development isn't about counting visitors, it's about listening to them. If heritage is to belong to everyone, we must see the events through the eyes of our visitors.